June 2014, Islamic State fighters begin a major offensive against the Iraqi government. In a matter of days, their black banner flies over nearly half the country's territory and soon over large areas of northeast Syria too. The international community is taken by surprise by the rise of the group, a mix of former Saddam Hussein troops and Sunni Muslims fighting the regime of Bashar al-Assad. On June 29th, their leader, Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi, declares a caliphate across Iraq and Syria.
وإن إخوانكم المجاهدين قد من الله تبارك وتعالى عليهم بنصر وفتح.
After long years of patience and jihad, God has given victory to your brothers in arms, so that they reach their goal of declaring a caliphate and choosing a caliph. It's a Muslim duty that we had lost for centuries.
وهذا واجب على المسلمين واجب قد ضيع لقرون.
The Syrian city of Raqqa becomes a caliphate stronghold, enforcing a strict interpretation of Sharia law. And then, the group begins broadcasting its power to the world. Week after week, videos released on the internet show the beheading of Western hostages. With their death comes the realization that their executioners often also come from Europe and America. Experts say that over 15,000 Western fighters could have joined the ranks of the Islamic State group. Governments and families struggle to stop them. Like Patrice, many parents wake up one day to find one of their children has left to fight jihad.
I had no idea he had gone to Pakistan, Afghanistan, and most recently to Syria, as the media reported. I never would have thought he could do that, and yet, here we are. I would never have imagined he could follow that path, that this would be his fate.
The Free Syrian Army, Syrian and Iraqi Kurds and the Iraqi military are fighting back to defend their land. And a US-led coalition has been carrying out targeted strikes on IS fighters for months, successfully killing several leaders of the movement.
So obviously the airstrikes have had an impact on them. I think in terms of sort of getting rid of the group in the longer term, in many ways it's a case of, in the first instance, separating it out. So at the moment you have a group that is in Iraq and Syria. Well, at least when looking at the Iraqi one, there is a government on one side that is fighting the group that can be bolstered, that can improve its governance situation across the country to sort of at least push the group back in an Iraqi context. On the other side of the border in Syria, it's a far more complicated picture because there is no government for us to really engage with.
Nearly 4 years into the Syrian conflict, there is no end in sight.